Good morning, good morning, good morning on this beautiful Thursday morning. Welcome back to Shower in America. People, I just took a shower, going to do my hair, and I said, let me come and talk to my people. So, people, I went to do some business when Monday, and some people were in the place. This guy was talking, and I heard an accent, this Caribbean accent, and I had to ask him. Because, the conversation was getting nice and other people were joining in. People, everywhere Sharon go, conversation struck. I'm just that type of person. I said, where are you from? He said, he's from Belize. I said, oh, we're from Jamaica. I said to him, I heard the accent. I know it's some Caribbean. The lady that we're dealing with, she was asking us how the funeral went and if we enjoy ourselves, if we saw family and all of that. And I said, yes. He said to us, you guys went to Jamaica? I said, yes. Out of the blue, he said, oh, I have been here over 10 years now and I've never gone back to my country. People, I said, what? He said, yes, I've never gone back to my country. But why I said what? He has this longing on his face, this look that say, oh, I was jealous of you guys going back and coming and telling the story. He has that look on his face. So I said, why you never go back to your country? He said, different reason. But he gave us an explanation, but I don't want to say it here. He doesn't want to go back until he's a citizen because he's afraid of what is going on right now at the airport, immigration, coming back into the country. He's so afraid of going. Even though he can go, he said he wants to be a citizen before he goes. People, anybody in the comment section, are you like this gentleman? You're afraid to go home because of what is going on with immigration and USCIS? Are you that type of person? Let me tell you, people, when he said that, I can relate to what he's saying. Because when we came back, I'm a citizen, my husband is a green card holder. When we were coming in, that those two lines that said citizen, visitor. So I went to the citizen, US citizen part. My husband went to the green card holder section. So when I went in, there are some things like camera, tablet, something like that. So when you step up to it, it's like a facial recognition. So you just go like this. You take off your glasses, you go like this. And it captures your face. And you go poop. It accept and you walk through. Nothing like immigration again. Because you're a citizen. Because when you're doing your filing and you go do your biometric, your face, your fingerprint, everything, they capture that. I was shocked. I didn't know that they had that at the airport now because I have not traveled since I went down. 24, I think it was 24 I went down. But them step up, people, them step up. So anyway, Mr. Francis went to the other line. And I was wondering why Mr. Francis was standing at the immigration officer so long. I walked up when you go through so that space, walk out to baggage claim. So I was standing there for a while and I saw an immigration officer. He was looking at me. I knew he was coming to me. I knew he was coming to say something. Eventually he came and he said, are you okay? I said, yes, I'm okay. I'm waiting for my husband. He's in that line. He said, oh, okay. So I waited. I waited like 5 minutes. He's not moving from customs and immigration. I was wondering what was happening. I saw my husband's face, his expression, everything changed. Every time it changed to one emotion, it changed to another emotion, one emotion to another emotion. I said, oh my God, what is this? And every time he goes in his bag, and he's like, yes. Like the immigration asks a question, he's not understanding, he go like this, huh? Yes, I saw it on his face, and certain words I could read from where I was standing. He said, huh? And I was there. I said, oh my God, what is happening? But eventually, people, he stood there for about 10 minutes. I am not exaggerating. He stood there for about 10 minutes. And then I see he go with his finger and he took off his glasses. And after that, he came through. Oh, Lord. My husband is black, but he turned white. I said to him, what happened? He said that they were questioning him. We have gone through immigration and it has not taken us for so long, but I realize that it is different. So I understand why the gentleman say that he doesn't want to go back home until he's a citizen, because he's afraid, because the circumstances why he came here, he's afraid that they're gonna ask him a lot of questions, so he rather not go through that. So he was waiting for his citizenship. When I was asking my husband what kind of question they asked him, he said that they asked him why you went to Jamaica, how long you stayed. They were asking him the year, the date. Then he said they asked him if he has a boarding pass. People, I always tell my husband, do not throw away certain papers until certain time after. Normally my husband throw them away, but somehow he kept that paper in the bag he normally travel with when he's going to Jamaica. Have a lot of zip and whatever. People, if you want to hear a little story about that bag, go over to the other channel, the Francis. He searched, he rummaged through the bag. And because I saw him when he was going in the bag, people, he took out some paper and he gave it to him. Gave it to the officer, and the officer took what he wanted. I'm wondering if he didn't have it, what would have happened? I don't know, and I don't want to know. But he produced that piece of paper that they asked him about. Lord, people, I can imagine what my husband was going through. It all ends well, and he came out. But he said to me, Sharon, I am going to look about my citizenship because I cannot deal with this one more time. Because we are telling him, you need to look about your citizenship. And he's just dragging his feet. You can bring him to the well to drink water. You can't force him. But I guess this was a wake-up call. A wake-up call for him to know that, look here, you don't want to go through all of this that you went through. So he said, I am going to look about my citizenship. I said, okay, at least it ends well. And he got something out of it. So he's going to do it. But I can relate to what the gentleman was saying when he said that he's not going back on till he looks about his citizenship. But boy, people, the struggle is real at the airport. People are standing in line for so long. They are doing good vetting at the airport. When I said good vetting, you just come and you pass through. No. I was observing all of them people. Most of them were there for a long time. Oh, Lord. They're randomly selecting people, but you might never know who they're selecting if you're going to be a part of it. So that young man, he knows what he's doing, he knows what he's saying, and that's his decision. I don't know if other people are watching the channel, if they agree with that young man, or if they too make that decision, say they're not going back home until their citizenship. Put in the comment section. But to me, my thing is, if you have to go, you go. If you don't have to, you look about your papers, look about your citizenship. If you don't have to travel, if it's not an emergency, and you don't have to travel right now, look about your citizenship. I know the money is not easy to find, because I think they said they were going to increase the fee. I don't know if it was increased. Just save the money. If you know you used to buy this amount of grocery, cut something in half and save that. Look at $10. If you know you used to buy fast food, start carry food to work. Find some way to save that little money, people, and do your citizenship. Don't wait. As soon as you become eligible to look about your citizenship, do it. Things are changing. Immigration is changing, people. Please, I'm begging you, look about your citizenship. You don't want to be uncomfortable at the airport. You don't want to be uncomfortable at customs. You don't want to have that feeling that you can't come back into the country. Yes, I'm telling you, it was bad at the airport, and a lot of people were afraid. You can see it on their faces. You don't want to go through that. I know a lot of brave people just go and they don't, have that fear. But a lot of people do. A lot of people have that fear. A lot of people don't want to travel. But it is what it is. If you have to go, you go. If you have to do what you have to do. But anyway, that's just my little story. I just want to come and ask you, what would you do in that circumstances? If you have to go back home and you don't have your citizenship, what would you do? Would you take the risk at the airport, or would you wait until you get your citizenship? Put in the comment section. Let's talk. But people, that's just my little take. So until another video, please like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend about Share in America. If you have any topic you want me to discuss or any experience you want me to share, put in the comment section. Bye until another video. Bye.